Good morning, YouTube world. And here we are back at it again. It is actually a Sunday. I was here on Saturday going over a few things. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But today we're gonna purge this fuel system here, bleed it out. And like a few of you have mentioned, you want to hear it running. Hopefully she starts today. We're gonna jump right on it. It's gonna be a quick process here. Get her primed up and turn her over and see what happens. So, fuel system's primed. Again, start the drain valve or the cock valve. First filter, second filter, running up through to this third fuel filter, purging that as well at the top, which then goes down into the pump. Everything seems to be okay with fuel. Problem I'm now having, or what I'm finding, is injectors 1 and 2 are not bleeding back the way they should. To me, it seems like they're opening a little too early. Getting fuel at the pump and to the injector, but I'm pretty sure it's bleeding back too fast, which tells me the injectors are opening too soon. Another problem as usual. Anyway, see what happens. That was close. She needs a little help priming herself. And there she is running. I guess it purrs like a 1959 cat. She's a little bit of smoke. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, you saw all the smoke coming out of here. That's intentional. There are two holes, if you remember, in the very bottom of the exhaust manifold here. There's two holes that allow water to come out that may come down the exhaust. So, that's her. So now that I'm at this point where it's running, now we're going to come to the reality of the situation of this tractor and its future. Let's start off by these two injectors, number 1 and number 2. Something is seriously wrong with them, to the point where I think they need to be replaced. At idle, they are putting fuel into the engine. Very small amount. If I try to go any higher on the throttle, there's next to nothing coming out of them, and it's bleeding back on the lines excessively. So something's going on inside of them. Max pressure, of course, is at that 2,000 mark, but they are opening way too soon and bleeding back to the engine, not building the pressure for a good spray or combustion. That's the first serious issue. For the next problem, that leak that was under here, let's go under and take a look. So here we are, we're under the tractor here on the, what is this, right hand side. A puddle of oil. Can you see the crack? This outline here is where the farmhand loader mounts are attached. You know, quite large. But further inspection of this is not just a crack. This crack goes all the way here, down behind this bracket, out the other side, then continues on here. You can see it's all the way across. Oh, sorry about this. And continues on up the axle, over the top, and also continues outwards as well on that side. Another thing is, it's not just cracked. This piece, this side of the axle housing is actually in further than the outside. This is a solid lip that has moved. Same for up here. This piece is actually popped out, or this piece here is pushed in. Over to the other side, it's even worse. This is huge. This is actually separated here, this crack, and it continues on as well, all the way around the axle. Not good at all. So, with that, yes, they can be welded. I can't weld it. I don't weld cast. Cracks in cast I can see be welding. This is a lot more than that. There's gonna need to be some kind of support welded to the bottom of that as well. Next thing is wheel seals. We're gonna pull these shafts out that takes us apart. No longer available anywhere, and I mean anywhere I can find. It's a funny looking seal on the parts breakdown. Can't find one through Case at all. Some aftermarket places like A&I, things like that, nothing available. So this is the final decision on this tractor. Not only hard to find parts, because there's a possibility I could reuse those seals, but now it's down to a financial thing where I'm not sure how much further I should go at this time. With everything that's going on in the world, things have changed in my life and my family's life here quite substantially, not for the better. So unfortunately, I think this is at the end for the case build at this time. I'm going to finish putting on the steering control arms and the rack. We'll put everything back together just to clean up this mess here. I'm sure my buddy doesn't want this left sitting out. We'll make it so it is rollable. But I do think that at this time I have to stop. It's not worth putting all the extra money into this thing until I know for sure how the financial situation is going to come out of this coronavirus thing, because it is just a disaster. I appreciate everyone that's followed along here, all your comments, information, ideas. It's been fun. I've had a great time doing this. I enjoy it. But I do think it's time to put this thing on hold for a bit, just to see how things are going to turn out in life. And I hope you guys stick around. I hope the subscribers that are subscribed stay. There will be more projects of some sort. I have lots of other things I can work on, updating some other farm equipment, some haying equipment that I need, get ready for the spring, and maybe even a new build that is more of a repair than a money job. So again, I apologize. Thank you very much for sticking through this. It's been a great time. I'm still happy with the tractor. I'm just quite disappointed in those rear axles. And no, the axles themselves are definitely not available. I guess I can, looking at a scrapyard would be another option as well too. Maybe I can get them pretty cheap. But anyway, we're going to clean her up around here, throw all the tin back on and all the open pieces, call her a day, and call her the end of this project for now. Thanks very much for watching.